What is up, guys? Here we have a second place. Was it second place? Third place?
Third place.
Okay. Any shout out you want to give out before we start the video?
Just shout out my team, shout out the homies.
Hey.
You gotta tell them our team name.
Any name you want. We didn't have a name, so that's what we went with.
So this is gonna be a Tengu deck profile. So any Tengu players that are a fan of that deck, here's one that was able to win. But he added some spicy text, so stay tuned for that.
Indeed.
All right, let's check it out.
All right. First, 3 Reborn Tengu standard, 3 tour guide, the plant package,
Right.
4 standard plants. I decided to main 2 Maxi and 2 Veiler. I decided to go 2 Veiler because I want a couple more lights in my deck for BOS, and I play Sorcerer.
Ooh, Sorcerer, yeah.
Yep. 2 Thunder King, mixed match.
Instead of the Kai's, you chose to play the Sorcerer?
I play 1 Kai's.
Okay, so awesome.
There's some different choices. I'll explain what the variations are a little bit. I went with 2 Card Trooper. And
So Card Trooper is usually not played at in this deck, right?
Correct. I like it because it's the best answer to Thunder King. They summon a Thunder King, you summon a Card Trooper, and it's just always a +1.
Right.
They don't really want to warning it. Like, that's the best case scenario is a warning, and they're wasting a warning on a Trooper at that point. So it's just the best answer.
You're not worried about milling Tengu at all? Or do you find that's negligent?
It could happen, but I'm not too worried about it. Also, I play a Call of the Haunted, so it's kind of between Tour Guide for Sangan. Like, you can go Tour Guide, get Sangan, make Leviathan detach. And I played 2 Call of the Haunted, so it kind of turns my Call of the Haunted into like Jaragri Legacies.
Yeah,
they MST, yeah.
That's cool, yeah, I like that.
The Breed Dragon.
And a Zephyros.
Yep,
Okay, can you explain this one? They usually don't play this.
Yep, so this kind of goes with the Troopers and the Call of the Haunted. I played 2 Calls, 2 Troopers, so this just goes with it. The Calls float a lot, because you're just going to Synchro off or tribute whatever you brought out. You can just bounce it back with Zephyros and then extend more. Make more plays. You can also do cool stuff like summon Debris Dragon, bring back Maxi, bounce Maxi to hand, and then make a rank 4.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's so cool.
A lot of utility with this card.
And then you overlay for Utopia.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Utopia or Roach. I like Roach a lot also.
That's cool. I like that. Okay.
The 1 Sorcerer, I said Gores, Caius, BLS. That's the monsters.
I love it. I love it so far. More pushes because you are playing the Sorcerer.
Yeah, and it also allows you to get a little more aggressive against certain decks. Like when you just have Trooper and Call of the Haunted, you can just push for more damage.
Right. Yeah, so good.
2 MSTs, Avarice, 1 Book, Heavy Storm, Mind Control, Dark Hole, Reborn, Foolish, 1 for 1. So this is where I made some changes from the standard list. I don't run, you'll see, I don't run Scapegoat, I don't have Econs in my deck. So those are like the differences. I'm running more Troopers and more Calls instead of those.
Okay, what are your reasonings behind not playing? Is it a space issue, or do you find these cards? I mean, I think they already play these cards, right? Except for the MSTs.
No. I'm saying the not running the Econs and the Scapegoats. I just feel like those get MST too easy. Like, you can chain the Scapegoat, but
it's not as great.
Yeah, it's not as great. I feel like I'd rather have things like Call of the Haunted that you can chain to MST, and then just get a Trooper, or get a Sang, and that kind of thing. And
not playing Econ for what reason?
It's not a good top deck. It's only combos when you have cards already. If you draw it on its own, you're just using it to change something to defense to not die, and it's just not very good.
Okay, good reasoning. Let's go into the rest.
So for the traps now,
and you are playing more traps than normal.
A little bit. I play 2 warnings, 1 Judgment, 1 Dust Shoot, Torrential, and then the double Call of the Haunted.
Yeah.
I also like this because bringing back Thunder King is like basically a trap card. You can chain it to a Duality or a Rhoda or something, and shut that off. Or you can also, if you know their hand is going to be like a BLS or a Christia or something, you just Call of the Haunted in main phase, and then they can't drop it.
Or you can reveal, you can bring out BLS from the graveyard and just probably summon. Yeah, good stuff. All right, let's go into your extra or side.
We'll go with side deck, yes.
Okay, sweet.
So I went with 2 Noblemans. Yeah.
Format is this goat.
Some Gravekeepers, sometimes X-Sabers if they're setting too much. But yeah, it's stuff like that.
And X-Sabers, yes.
3 Decree, just the decks that won't play too many traps.
Yeah,
TG Stun, Gravekeepers, all that stuff. 1 Snowman Eater. I thought maybe it would be okay if I played like Heroes or something. Just have a card, and it's another Debris target.
Yeah, that's really good,
and 1 Veiler and 1 Maxi, so the third of each of those.
I'm actually kind of curious if you play that specific card in your extra deck.
Which
it's a dragon. We'll go into that one later.
I think so.
You do? Okay.
2 DD Crow. It's good in the mirror match.
Yep.
2 Leeching the Light for the like Light Sworn agents and all that. Third MST, and then double Mind Crush. This isn't as good at these tournaments because you didn't reveal their hand, but it's still pretty good. So there's going to be a lot of searching, and sometimes you only lose to one thing, so you just call the one thing that you're going to lose to.
And you don't mind minusing.
Exactly. Like if you're in a winning position in that thought, then you just do it. You're only going to lose to like 1 card, like BLS or something.
What are your thoughts on Debunk as a side deck choice? Or even mid deck?
I think Debunk is a good card. I don't personally run it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Okay. And it's just a space issue. That's why you didn't play.
Yeah, I just chose other cards, but I don't think there's any problem with Debunk. I think it's a good card.
Going forward, would you still play the Mind Crush over the Debunk?
I think I would, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I think I'd stick with the Mind Crush.
Okay, sweet.
It performed pretty well this weekend.
Yeah. What was the best Mind Crush?
The best Mind Crush was Christia, because he added a Christia back, and then he had a Christia on top of his deck, so when he drew, I called Christia and hit both.
That's sick. I like that. Okay. Let's go on to your rest. Extra deck?
Yeah, extra deck. I went with Formula, Armory Arm, Cataster, Hyper Librarian. I played Magical Android that some people don't play. It's another light target, another 5. And I just like it better than Ancient Fairy Dragon. I don't think Ancient Fairy Dragon is that good of a card.
Okay.
And then I went with Brio, Orient Dragon, Black Rose, Stardust, Scrap, Trishula, and then the XYZs are the Leviathan and Levier, and then the Utopia and Steelstorm Roach.
Okay. I thought you played Gungnir. That's why I was hinting at the other day. But you're not. You're playing, pretty standard stuff. Except for
Gungnir's a good card.
You took out, what did you take out for the Android? Usually this list plays, let's see what was missing. Ancient Fairy Dragon?
Yeah,
You
I
took
took
it
out Ancient Fairy Dragon.
So you played this, okay.
Yeah, I played Android instead. I think 5s are just easier to make. They're a little better. You can gain life if you're too low to pay for warning.
Against Gravekeepers, aren't you afraid that you don't have a way to pop their field spell?
I lost to Gravekeepers.
Oh,
that was one of my losses. Gravekeepers main and goes in match.
So would you cut the Android for Ancient Fairy Dragon going forward, or?
It wouldn't have came out. I couldn't go into Ancient Fairy Dragon because he had goes in out anyway.
Ah, I see.
So it was like, I was never winning that game.
What were your matches throughout the whole day? Maybe we can go decipher some strategies here.
I played 3 Tengu Plant Maras. I played 1 Christia Light Sworn, 1 Jirak, and 1 Gravekeeper.
No agents.
No agents.
Okay, so in the mirror matches, do you have a good record against the mirror match?
I lost 1.
You lost 1, so 2-1. What are your strategies going? I mean, they play the econs.
Yes,
normally,
they do.
And you don't.
No.
So did you find that the lack of econ helped you gain an advantage in that matchup, or was it because stealing someone's Tengu is really good, overlaying for your own Utopia?
Honestly, putting the troopers and stuff was so much better. There's almost every time that they would summon Thunder King first turn and you had Trooper, it was just a blowout when you got the +1 and just
that one +1.
Yeah, it was just so good every time.
And you're milling Dandelion Spores.
Yeah, you're milling stuff to fuel your graveyard. You're putting Zephyros, Spore, Dandy, like you said, all the good stuff in your grave. Okay. You're just getting a +1, getting ready to their best normal summon.
So your losses were Tengu Plant and Gravekeepers.
Yes.
And the rest were,
And then one of them we didn't finish against the Evil Zorgon, the Jirak guy.
The Jirak guy. Okay, cool. Pleasure having you on the channel for the first time. And you're from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Massachusetts,
cool.
Rhode Island.
Safe travels back to Massachusetts, and shout out to the Armory. That's your locals, right?
That's one of them, yep.
Next monthly, we do monthlies the first Sunday of each month at 12 o'clock. We do Edison every week at 12:30. And we've been switching up. We do different formats at the end. The last Sunday of each month, we do a poll at the start of the month, whether it be Go, Hat, now Redo, Tengu, whatever people are feeling. So it gives them plenty of time to get their cards and just being able to play different formats instead of just,
Yeah, if you're going to move to the Massachusetts area, hit up this man, Ryan Mauricio, right?
Yes, sir.
He'll be the hookup, the group chat leader,
100%.
getting you guys to play your retro formats in Massachusetts.
It's a good group of guys. It's a good environment.
Yeah.
It's a good
it's
time.
chill.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys next time.
Easy.
And until next time.